Hello, Gemini. Welcome to my channel, Live Life in Tarot. How you doing, my 20 twins? Thank you so much for being here. So glad you couldn't make it. Gemini, we're going to take a look at what's going on in your weekend, January 10th to January 12th, 2020, and see what you need to know about that shit. Yes, we're going to be using the Celtic Cross. So let's see what you got happening. Now, when I was doing the pre-shuffle for you, Gemini, the high priestess came out. And so with the high priestess, some of you could be focusing on a Cancer, or this also represents for me a Taurus. So this is you gaining enlightenment or something being illuminated, or you're illuminating something with the high priestess. Also, this is you focused on following your intuition. Some of you, there's a focus on needing validation or wanting others' opinions. You are relying on, I feel. For some of you, you might be relying on others' opinions, or someone may be relying on you for your opinion. Okay? But this is for you to follow your intuition with the high priestess. Some of you, there may be a need to reflect on something, or there may be a need for you to be receptive, or you're looking to gain receptivity. For some of you, you could be dealing with some secrets, but for others of you, you may be focused on analyzing something. Now, for some of you, you are a wise woman, or you may be focused on interacting or communicating with someone who's a wise woman or a good listener, or you're being a good listener at this time this weekend. Okay? Or you just want somebody to be a good listener for you. Now, for some of you, there could be some focus on a hidden agenda, whether it's yours or someone else. But let's see what's going on for you. Gemini, Spirit, what does Gemini need to know about their weekend? January 10th to January 12th, 2020, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. At the end, Gemini, we're going to take a look and see what some guidance is for you about your weekend. Let's do it! Yes. Let's get on it. All right. In the present, you do have the Five of Swords. What the fuck is this? Okay. Look like somebody coming at you at present. Your challenge is the Queen of Wands. Something you're desiring? At the root, you have the Hermit. So some of you are focused on a Virgo. In the recent past, you do have the Empress. With the Empress, some of you could have been focused on a Libra, a Taurus. And this also represents for me, you too as well, Gemini. Some of you may have been focused on a mother figure. Or perhaps you're the mother. On your mind is the Knight of Pentacles. So you want to get something done, secure the bag. Some of you focusing on securing that bag. Something might be going slow. In the future, you do have the Four of Cups. Okay? So something you're not really happy with, the way things are going or how things have gone. But there's some dissatisfaction in the future somehow. There may be a problem with an opportunity, whether you missed it or trying to seize it, or maybe you're too focused on what you're not happy with. Now, your attitude is the Three of Swords, how you see yourself. Now, Aquarius got this in the same position, so it might behoove you to take a look at the Aquarius reading. Now, Aquarius got this in the same position too. You have the Nine of Swords for how you're being seen. Your hopes and fears is the Queen of Cups. Very sensitive. Okay. And your likely outcome is the Page of Cups here. At the bottom, you do have the Five of Cups. This is your overall energy. So you're experiencing, some of you, some emotional upset, some of you, some emotional depression, some of you, some discontentment. For some of you, there may be some instability with something that you had your intentions set on, where for some of you, you're facing a challenge. For others of you, you may be getting something resolved. But with this Five of Cups, this here is, disappointment. Okay? With the Cups energy, this could be, something that you focused on, or this could be around family or a particular relationship. Underneath that, you do have the Three of Cups underneath that Five of Cups. So there is something you want to have some sort of small achievement with, or you may want, cooperation and support with, coming together, or you might be focusing on trying to socialize or get harmony here with something, but you're experiencing some disappointment. So somehow this is involving you dealing with others where it's affecting you emotionally. Now, the root of this is the Hermit. This is your focus. So again, some of you are looking at a Virgo, but this is you wanting solutions, okay? Wanting to withdraw, wanting to be in solitude, wanting to analyze, okay? With this Hermit energy. For some of you, I feel like this is just you experiencing something, okay? Something may be time sensitive for you. You may be at a space where you feel like you got to do it yourself, or you're finding yourself being a loner. For some of you, you may be turning to or focused on a wise old man, or you might be that wise old man, or there may be a need to find some wisdom with the situation. But with this Hermit energy here, you're contemplating something, you're deliberating on for something where you want insight, where something is being evaluated or needs to be reevaluated. For some of you, you may be feeling a little paranoid, because what's on your mind here is you do have this Knight of Pentacles. So nights are very slow. So something could be going really slow, that or has come to some sort of stop. For some of you, there's a heavy focus on money or something tangible that you are focused on getting done. It looks like this is you, you're not relenting, but something is causing you to pause, to have to look back at something, or causing a hold up for you in some way. Because see, this Knight of Pentacles was on his way somewhere, right? He already got the bag, but on his way, something's going on where he's being caught, put in a position to look back at something, him and his horse. Okay? So something you want to get done, there may be a hold up, or something's going too slow, or you're finding yourself at a pause with something that you want to even perhaps get help with. You may want help with something. But the Knight of Pentacles is very methodical, very strategic. But with that Knight of Pentacles energy, you have every intention to see whatever you're doing get done, or whatever it is you're trying to have or secure the bag on. You plan to get it, even if there's some sort of snag, or you might have to take a step back, or there might be a slight delay or setback too. Because in the recent past, you do have the Empress. So with the Empress here, you were focused on the development of something. In the recent past, you were able to get something to develop or grow, or you were able to get empathy or progress with a situation, or see productivity around something. Okay? That you want to get done. For some of you, you were focused on a mother and what you need to get done for that mother, and wanting a solution for that. But this is you wanting a solution. But I also feel like this is you getting a solution too, because he's got the light with him. He's not going anywhere. So this is you getting the solution, for those of you that were contemplating something. And for a lot of you, this may be just you taking a time out. But at present, you do have this Five of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So something that you are desiring or looking to pursue or achieve here, something that you're putting energy into, something that you want to make sure is okay, um, with this Queen of Wands as your challenge. You're experiencing some sort of challenge, perhaps some pushback, some confrontation, but there's some sort of conflict. Now, there's two people experiencing this conflict, okay? So this is involving you and someone else where you are sharing in this conflict or confrontation or dispute or argument, or you may be trying to see how to change it, or there may be a need to see how to change the issue that's at hand here for what it is that you're desiring, or what someone is desiring here. Because the Queen of Wands, she can, on a good day, Queen of Wands is very charismatic. She's very energetic. She's very supportive. She's very charming. She knows how to get what she wants. But if she's pissed, she will go to fuck off and be so destructive to where she will destroy other motherfucking shit and hers at the same time for the sake of the cause. So be careful, because you do have this Five of Swords here. Now in the future, you do have the Four of Cups. So something didn't pan out. Something you're not happy with. Because look at this. This is like a woe is me. Like, shit. The fuck? Whatever you were trying to pursue or get done, there's a problem here. Either you missed an opportunity, you're just not happy with how things are going or how they went, or there was an issue with you trying to seize an opportunity, but there's some discontentment here. You're just not fucking satisfied with what the hell is taking place, or where you end up at. Now, how you see yourself is the Three of Swords. So with the Three of Swords here, this is you experiencing a measure of disappointment, suffering, a breakdown in communication. There may be a problem with a significant relationship or relationships in general, being that there are two people here. I do feel that two people are involved where both of you experiencing a measure of suffering, disappointment, setback, maybe even some sort of deceit. I'm also hearing trepidation. But with this Three of Swords here, you see that this person is pulling the swords out. So you may be trying to separate yourself from a situation, or heal a situation, or recover from it. Or someone may be trying to do this with you, or both of you are trying to do this, or with who all is involved. There's a focus on trying to recover here, or there's a need to focus on recovering, so that you can have the solution that you want, and so that you can go ahead and rest and chill out, right? Now, some of you, you are healing, and you are recovering, you are separating yourself, because you find yourself in a place of seclusion where you are withdrawn and you just focus on doing you. Now, how you being viewed, though, is this Nine of Swords. So you're being viewed as someone who got a lot of concerns, a lot of worries, a lot of fears, a lot of, again, trepidation, okay, with this Nine of Swords. Because you may not have all the information that you want, or you may feel that information is closed off from you with this Nine of Swords. You may be also having trouble sleeping. I mean, who the fuck can sleep with this wrapped around their skull? Okay? You may have a lot of information in your head, spinning your wheels in your mind. But this is how you're being seen. A lot of concerns, a lot of doubts, a lot of fears, a lot of worries. Okay? You got a lot that you're concerned about. Your hopes and fears is this Queen of Cups. So with this Queen of Cups energy, there's a need to focus on tapping into your intuition here. But also with the Queen of Cups, this is about you needing to have emotional balance. For some of you, there might be a need to be mindful of emotional spending. I'm hearing we do have the Knight of Pentacles, which is on your mind. Okay. Or make sure that what you're trying to get done, that you're not overlooking anything. But also with this Queen of Cups, this is you trying to take emotional care towards something that you want to see nurtured, or that you perhaps you want to get some compassion or sympathy or sensitivity towards. Sympathy. Yeah, something is definitely at the heart of the matter to you, something that you hold dear, something that you're trying to be delicate with, or you're hoping that is treated with the care and focus that you would like. Some of you are in your feelings and wearing your heart on your sleeve, but your outcome is you do have the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups can be someone who is focused on, pages can be focused on learning, right? But you may be, with the Page of Cups, focusing on some information you want to make you happy, but there's some holes in that. Okay, so for some of you with this Page of Cups, this is you perhaps focusing on your healing, but I feel like with these holes in the spoon, there's some issues around that healing. For some of you, there's news and information that you are waiting to receive or you're receiving, but there is something not quite right with that news or information. There's something that you may be focusing on, having a creative approach or hoping that things will turn out better. But there's something going on with that Page of Cups where something's just not quite right. Something's falling through. There's some sort of issue where there's either lack of information or lack of creativity, or what you're trying to create. There's some sort of complication with, which may be why with the Knight of Pentacles, whatever you're trying to secure, get done, or get help with, you're needing to look back at it again before you can keep going, before you can arrive to your destination. So let's take a closer look at your page. On this Page of Cups, you do have the Six of Swords. So you want to clear something up. You want to get some news. You want to recover from something. You may want to salvage something. You may want to filter something, but with the goal of you moving on from it, moving to calmer waters, moving away from the difficulty. Okay, some of you, there could be a focus on travel. There may be issues with your ability to travel or the way in which you will need to travel. Let's take a look at what's the best advice for this Knight of Pentacles to be as the best possible outcome for Gemini. The Four of Swords. So this is about you getting something done and putting it to rest. All right, so something has you doing a double take, or is being held up, or is taking such a really long time. But this is about you needing to be resilient, reliable. Make sure who you're dealing with is reliable and responsible, but take the responsibility to see how to put the nail in the coffin and put this to rest. You may need to contemplate this a little bit further. Or perhaps this is something that you just need to take a step back. Because for some of you, you're restless about it. There's something that perhaps for some of you was put to rest, or you thought was put to rest, and you find yourself returning to it because there's some sort of issue around it that causes you unhappiness or conflict. You have the Five of Cups as the overall, the Five of Swords as where you're at right now. Let's look at that Five of Swords. You have the Eight of Cups. So this is emotional unfulfillment. Something that you need to move on from, that perhaps you may have moved on from, but you're returning to it, or you have not chosen to move on from it yet, or you're trying to figure out how to move on from it. And sometimes it's hard to do that because with the Eight of Cups, this is about you being very much emotionally invested. You put 8 fucking cups in this shit, right? So yeah, it's not so easy to just turn around and walk away. So maybe there could be a way for you to diffuse it. But either way, this is about you needing to figure out how to move the fuck on, or there's something you're not able to move on from just yet, and it's because there's something that you desire here, and I feel like it's just something that you're not going to relent. You need this to happen. And so on this 4 of Cups, you do have the 10 of Cups. So even though you may be disappointed or dissatisfied, this could be a focus on family, but there is a focus on when you wanting fulfillment with something. Just know, even if you're discontented, whether you wherever this is for you, okay, this dissatisfaction, it still is going to be the best that you can get here. Okay, it's the best that can possibly happen in that moment. So let's take a look at what some guidance is for you. Spirit, what is the guidance for Gemini? January 10 to January 12, 2020. What is the guidance? What is the guidance? Because even if you take a look at this Page of Cups and the 6 of Swords, this is somebody that's supposed to be moving the fuck on, but they looking back. Now, I don't know if it's because you got to watch your back, or you were moving on and getting peace of mind, but something just interrupted that peace of mind because there's some holes in that shit, or something fell loose. But there's a need to focus on moving on and how to heal it and get creative at doing it. But pay attention to your instincts on this, okay? So you can catch it as soon as you can. And what is the guidance, please, Spirit? What's additional guidance for Gemini? Can we have additional guidance for Gemini? January 10 to January 12, 2020. What is the additional guidance? Additional guidance, please. Okay, this one stood up. We'll take it. She who avenges, nemesis, revenge, outcomes, and justice. So, Gemini, be careful. You may be dealing with something karmic, or this is you, perhaps some of you dealing with a legal matter, but also some of you are trying to make important decisions, or you want the right thing to happen, or you want something to be done fair. And there's a need to focus on getting justice and balance to get the right income, the right outcome. For some of you, it is to do with income, because I almost said income. But with revenge here, I don't know. It's like for some of you, revenge may be sweet, but for many of you, you may need to get help with something you need to be assisted with or get done in order to get that justice or balance, because this is she who avenges, or this is you stepping in to heal something with someone else. But there's a need to just focus on creating balance and doing the right thing and doing what's right, and be mindful of karma with that shit. Okay? I'm being prompted to look at the bottom. At the bottom, you do have blue. She who loved once. Fragile, secret love, rejection. Okay? So for some of you, this is concerning love and feeling rejected. Some of you, this here is you focused on someone that you love that doesn't know you love them. But for a lot of you, you're emotionally sensitive right now, and there's a need for you to take the time to withdraw, to retreat from others with the Hermit, so that you can heal. Okay, and it may take some time to do that because you are experiencing some measure of disappointment, but there's a need for you to focus on recovery, or how you can salvage the situation, or at least improve things for yourself. Okay, I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, Gemini. Bye, baby.